update for this Monday, the 17th of October, 2022, 8:25 a.m., and it's cold. A lot of the country is not used to what's going on right now. We're getting a cold wave that's going to affect like 230 million Americans as it's coming down. We're talking temperatures that are cold. I mean, 20s, Chicago area. Okay, this is not normal. And that's headed down. It won't stay 20s, but it's going down south, and they're going to be 10, 15 degrees, much cooler than normal. But by the end of the week, changing. We'll be back into the 70-degree area in Chicago. All right. Nice rally in the stock market. Part of this comes from the fact that the Brits have taken control of their situation. Jeremy Hunt is doing a fine job. My guess is he'll be talked about as the next prime minister. Why not? Ms. Truss, I think she's still in shaky water at the best. They're going to have a meeting today. It's going to happen in about 10 minutes from when I'm recording this in the UK in the House of Commons. If you ever watch Parliament TV, and that's all you got to do, Parliament TV, go watch it. It's fascinating to watch. You're getting a nice rally this morning on these part of the energies. Look at what's happening in crude. And I've moved to the December, but look at, you're down dramatically. So market's still getting injections. Market's looking at things and saying, you know, it's just too much right now. Look at the bonds and notes getting a big rally, which is creating a break in the dollar and giving all the currencies a big bounce this morning. Now, the question is, of course, is this where you go short the markets on rallies, looking for the dollar not to fall apart? Well, that's something that we'll be talking about shortly. If you take a look at the morning data, the New York Fed Empire State manufacturing numbers, worse. This is exactly what you want to see. This is why bonds and notes are rallying. The Fed wants to see areas getting worse in different regions, and other than the prices paid, which was up quite a bit, everything else not as big as the last gains that we saw. That is the right trajectory. Now, in the UK, they're reversing literally all the tax changes that were announced on the 23rd. This is only the 17th. So we are talking 3 weeks ago, roughly. Everything's being reversed on the taxes. They're not going to proceed with the lower income tax rate. In other words, they're not adopting Turkey's model. And I said, are they out of their minds when they did that? Apparently they were at that time, and they've gotten their sanity back. There'll be more difficult decisions that Mr. Hunt said. Areas of spending need to be cut. Universal energy support will stay in place until April, going into spring. Then they'll have to revise and figure out where they're at with everything. Along with previous reversals made over the past few days, these measures are going to raise some $32 billion a year for the economy. You can also count on the fact that most likely what's going to happen right behind this is the Bank of England's going to be aggressive with rate hikes. I wouldn't be surprised you get a 75 basis point hike at the very next meeting. They've got to quash all this, and they'll do it. Remember that the Party Congress is meeting in China. The one thing the President Xi did, he said very clearly, they are staying with his current policy of COVID-19, which means Europeans and Americans should run away from any supply chains you have where you can get out of there in China. COVID's a virus, and it's taking on more and more aspects like the flu, where each season, whatever that is, they're going to come out with new variants. You got to take the shots. Well, if every time this happens in China and they go into a lockdown, how do you count on them for your supply chain issues? That's the point that I'm making. So let them have their way. They're entitled to it. Run. That is the word that I have for everybody. As for everything else going on right now, well, that's going to be the interesting part of it. All right, we're starting to get some interesting rallies. Today, I can tell you, I wrote in a morning report that I just did for my full research. And I spent the morning writing on it on the MLIV survey that Bloomberg just did. It gives you an idea as to what individual investors and market analysts, real money traders, where they're going to put their money going forward, which economy will do the best right away, which ones will do the worst, where's the money going to go, stocks, treasuries, how's it going to work itself out. That is today's report. Also, as you know, I put out in the morning for you ideas on where to go short, long, do what in the markets. Like today, win, lose, or draw. There's some currency plays that came out that on this rally I'm looking at the short side. I could be wrong, but I'm coming into a pretty big rally, and that's what I've been looking for. What about the end of the year potential for a stock rally? I'll be talking about all that. How do you get this complete research from me? I write these twice a day, Monday through Thursday, one on Friday minimum, one Sunday night, and special reports I write as well as necessary. So how do you get it? Go to my website under free offers. I'm willing to give it to you free for 2 weeks. Try it out. See if it fits in with what you like. You'll get the videos in the morning, the subscriber updates that people, $156, $170 a year, they're paying me for those. You're going to get it for free. The $600 a year research, you're going to get that for free. Decide if you like it. You decide if it's worth that price to you. Again, IraEpstein.com, free offers, or follow my finger up here and just hit the icon at the top, give it a click, sign up, and away you go. I'm Ira Epstein. You have a great day. I'll see you at the end of the day with our market wrap-up. Trade well.